Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Hello, it's your girl Janine with Symphony Reads, and I'm so excited. How is my family doing? How's everyone? You know, when you join the team of Symphony Reads, you're not just on the team. You are like family. You are family to me, and I care about your well-being and what's happening with you. And I'm sorry, my hair is just doing some weirdness today. Um, so I care and want to know how you guys are doing. How are you holding up with everything that's happening here in the world? You know, I'm sorry I haven't been with you guys as much as I would absolutely like to be with you. It's been an uphill battle with a lot of different things, and right now I'm trying my best to heal because I'm sick, and as you see, I'm still at work. So, um, and normally I'm just like, hey, look, you got to take the time off, but right now I don't have enough a time, leave time to take off a day, and yeah, and this is payroll for me this week, so everything because of the holiday was pushed in closer. So anytime you hear me talk about payroll, when it's payroll week, it's already very stressful, and I think it's just a little bit more stressful because again, those dates are closer together and have to be processed earlier. So just making sure that I have everything in and everything. And when you don't feel well, I don't know about you, but I move so much slower. So whatever that used to take me like 30 minutes is now taking me an hour. And I'm not walking, it's rough. Like I can walk, but I feel like it takes me 2 to 3 hours to do the same walk that would normally take me 45 minutes to maybe 60. You know what I mean? So it's been rough, but I'm not sad. I'm not mad. I am actually just very positive and just in a different headspace. And honestly, I will have to say I have not been in this type of clear mindedness for a very long time. Um, November is normally a very hard month. December is normally if November is very hard, December becomes extremely hard, and this is around the time that I normally try to withdraw and really not be present with other people, whether it's my family, friends, or whatever. And so this year, because of the pandemic, we weren't going out, but normally I would have to literally force myself to go and be present and be, available mentally, physically, with family and friends. And I always feel like that commercial, you're showing a smile on your face, but really you're sad, or you're withdrawn and you don't want to be present. You don't feel like faking it until you're making it type thing. And so I don't have that stress in the sense, of having to force myself to go out and be present with other people during dinner. But I still, because all I want to do is just stay in the bed, but I have to cook dinner because at the end of the day, whether I go out or not, this is forcing me to have to cook dinner for the kids and make sure that I'm available mentally with them, and making sure it's a great Thanksgiving for them regardless of what we find ourselves into. So the plus, because I try to think of things positively, and this year is the first year in probably 6 years that one, I'm not considered on the critical list. And What that means is I don't have to check in with my therapist or my psychiatrist twice a week until this whole, thing passes. And in passing times, in past years, that's what I've had to do. Everybody was on very much high alert with me. I had to, so that mean that I had to check in a lot more frequently. And last year was really hard because I had worked so hard to, and then I felt like I was just so going backwards in time and, doing things that I knew I shouldn't be doing, or thinking away and just being in that dark place, you know what I mean? And so this year, although I still feel like I'm withdrawn, but I think I just have a better positive attitude. And that is, I'm just taking each day as it comes, and I'm choosing and I'm believing positive things to happen. You know what I mean? I could always look on life and say, oh, just dwell on the negative, and this is what I used to do, and this is how I used to be, and this is what I used to say, and, be around those people who try to keep me in that space or that place. Nope. I know what it was, but I know what it is now, and I'm choosing positivity. I'm choosing to believe that this year, although, like I said, with the pandemic going on, that it is things that need to be celebrated and not things to just, keep me bogged down into that darkness, that dark place. So one of the positive things is I am not on the critical care, or that's just what I call it, because I know everybody was on high alert, and I had to literally report in. If it wasn't twice a week, like it was probably 3 times a week. And I wish, I honestly wish I was exaggerating on that. So, this is new, but we've talked about it, me and my therapist, and also me and my psychiatrist, and everybody. We were all in agreement that I'm definitely in a different place this year than in past years, and that I am physically, mentally, spiritually just stronger. And I fight through the darkness, the negative thoughts, the past behaviors, and whatever else happens. And so I just want to encourage you today, just take each day as it comes. And yes, things are still happening. Things that are probably not so good, yes, they're still happening, but I just believe. I have a belief, and I'm just focusing on the positive thing. I woke up this morning. That is positive. So each day that I am blessed to wake up, I have the opportunity to do things differently and to hope for a different outcome. And, so each day is a new day. And I choose to do things differently for a different outcome. And I encourage that for you as well. Just real quick, we have some, the 28th, that's our, the prayer warriors, prayer partners get together and just take on all of your prayer concerns. So please, 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 if you have any, please, by all means, email us at symphonyreads with an S at gmail.com. That's symphonyreads with an S at gmail.com. I am going to do this. y'all can understand my terrible writing. So, I don't know. Can you see that? So, yeah, when I say Symphony Reads, all one word with an S, I always say the S because sometimes when I say read, I don't think the S is always understood, but it's there at gmail.com. So that's why you always hear me say Symphony Reads with an S at gmail.com. Okay? Because to me, I feel like I don't hear the S when I am saying it. And I'm even trying hard to say the S. And sometimes I don't hear it. So I feel like if and I'm saying it, don't hear it, then maybe you guys don't hear it as well. And so I just wanted, it's not just read, but reads with an S. It's just my own funkishness. I'm sorry. But anywho, so that's at 11 o'clock in the morning. So like I said, I take requests all the way up until literally then. And if I see it in the emails, I definitely will let them know that we had some added ones. And so it gets there. So be rest assured that all of your prayer concerns are definitely 100% will be done. And then on the 29th, that's a check-in. And I really will encourage everyone to want to do the check-in with us. And it's nothing, it's not a requirement, so please don't think it is. But it's a check-in that I like to do just to see how everybody is doing. And because like I said, this Thursday is Thanksgiving, and I know the holidays can be extremely hard on people. I know they can be extremely hard on people, so I just want to make sure that everybody's okay. If you fared okay during the holidays, I know that we can't go out. Did I get that right? Oh, Lord. I'm always doing something kooky. I know we can't go out. At least we should not be going out. And if we are doing like a dinner, that we are doing what is the requirement for the dinner. Okay. Making sure that it's not over 10 people, I think it is. I don't know what it is in every state, but I know here, I believe DC, Maryland, and Virginia are kind of like on this same restrictions of, I think, if it's a dinner, it can't be more than 10 people. They still encourage you, I believe, to wear your mask and to try to still be 6 feet apart from each other. So yeah, just do that. You shouldn't be traveling, just all of those things. So just to make sure that you're okay, because like I said, it can be very hard. And during that time of year. So I want to see what it looks like. So yeah, so that's going to be on this Sunday, the 29th. And it's going to be at 4 o'clock p.m. It's just a quick check-in, and we can discuss, but it's just literally to say, hey, I'm doing great. If you have challenges and just want us to pray, or maybe, somebody's on the line that can give you advice for whatever your situation may be, whatever you feel like sharing, you can definitely share. But that will be this, like I said, Sunday at 4 p.m. And I don't use Zoom, but we use freeconferencecall.com. So, I'm trying to, it's the online meeting ID for free conference call, and the online meeting ID is Symphony Reads. If you put that in, there is no passcodes that you have to do. What did I just do? I don't know. So, like I said, you can definitely just, just let us know how you're doing. And, it's a lot going on. So I'm always interested in just making sure that we, touch base with one another. It's not a requirement. It's family. You want to make sure that your family is doing well. And we are the same here. So with all that said, I truly just wanted to quickly come on, and I'm already 15 minutes in, so I'm about to, cut this short. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely about to cut this short, but I just wanted to, and this came about because my daughter, my oldest daughter, she'll be 18 next month. She has started having the desire to encourage people on her IG account. So she's so much like me, it's almost scary to a point, in this sense that she's like me. When you have that aha moment, you just want to share it. And I'm like that. It's like God is dealing with me specifically on something, and then finally it's just like, and it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta share this because maybe somebody is where I was, and it just, so, she's, at that place. So when she has moments, she likes to share them, and her aha moment today was actually one of my all-time, I will say, favorite passages, scriptures that I do go to. And I didn't realize until I started looking back into my journals on just how much I read this specific passage. And so it touches me, and it encourages me, it uplifts me, and it strengthens me. And it's Isaiah 41:10. And so, like I said, to see that my daughter, it uplifts her and encourages her through her times, and she has her own truths, and we don't struggle, although we are family. She's my daughter. We don't necessarily struggle in the same way. She has her battles and I have mine. But to see her working through them and, choosing, like I said, a positive and, positivity, and believing in what the scriptures have for us. I was just very excited when I read her post today. And, of course, I was like, that's mommy's all-time favorite. And so let me read that. I don't even think I read that. It's Isaiah 41:10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And that just gives me so much comfort and so much peace, especially when there's a lot going on with me in life. Like right now, like I said, my body hurts from up here to the ends of my hair, all the way down to my poor little feet, my little toes. Just trying to heal from a cold that's just taking its time to heal. And, just a lot of the other things going on. Like I said, payroll is, just dealing with payroll, and it's payroll week. So it's just a little bit more frustrating. And a little bit more stressful, especially with this being a holiday week as well. Everything was pushed closer together, not as spread out as it normally is. So just making sure that, hitting those deadlines. So it can be very stressful, and just making sure everybody has the pieces that they need so that we can all, succeed. And so, again, things is happening at work, things are happening at home, things happen when, on my way home from work, just so much. And it's easy, and I'm just reminded, and I don't know what it is for you, but for me, when I read this passage, and just that first sentence, unknown, is, it reminds me, it puts me in a place when I was younger. And I remember I couldn't always sleep at night because I would get scared. My dreams were terrifying at the time. And so I had a lot of, even as a young child, unrest. And so it was harder for me to fall asleep. And just the nighttime was just a very hard time for me. And sometimes when it would get to where I couldn't take it anymore, I would always want to go into my mom's room. And, I would she's knocked out sleep. And I would just tap on the bed or tap her shoulder. And she would kind of roll over and, see that it's me. And without anything else, she would literally just moved over. And once she did that, I knew it was okay for me to get into bed. And just her being there gave me a different level of security and peace. And I felt rest, I could actually get some rest. And, it's that. And I know even with my kids now, when they wake up from a bad dream and they come into my room, Mommy, I was so scared. And I'm like, it's okay, baby, Mommy's here. And everything is okay now, and it's just that. And I feel like that's what God is saying to me. It's okay, baby girl. I am here. You have nothing to fear. I, your father, I'm here. I'm here with you, So I feel like it puts me there. And, be not dismayed, for I am your God. And it's just, that place of, seriously, you don't have just a covering. You have the ultimate covering under God. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a God that is powerless. We have a God that is what? Powerful. And so it's nothing he can't handle. It's nothing he can't do. If we already know, if he opens the door is going to open. Period. And if he closes the door, you're not getting it open. Period. You know what I'm saying? So that's the God to whom we serve. And so, again, just to hear that, be like, don't be dismayed, don't be worried, because I'm your God. I got you. I am your God. And I'm a God who can make things happen. If nothing can change, it can change because of me. And, I will strengthen you. When you're worried and you're stressed out, you're not at you're at a very vulnerable state. And I don't think when you're sick, you're at a vulnerable state. And you're not always thinking clearly when you're in that weakened state. And so, like I said, when you're stressed out, it weakens your state a little bit. Or, you're not thinking clear enough to make certain decisions, because I think we can make plenty of decisions out of our emotions. And if our emotions are all rattled up, then the decision we made is all rattled up, and then there is no clarity with it, if that makes any sense. So to hear him say, I will strengthen you, because he knows when you have that fear, when you have that worry, that anxiety, or that sadness, whatever it is, that hunger, when you're hungry, you're at a weakened state, and he's saying, I will strengthen you. Not the food you eat is going to strengthen you. I'm going to give you strength. I'm going to strengthen you beyond where you physically at right then and there. And I'm going to help you. Whatever your issue is, I'm going to help you. And I don't know about you, but I've been in plenty of situations where, have you ever had a knot in your chain, in your necklace chain? And when I'm going to talk about myself, when I try to take the knot out, I promise you it gets worse. And so if I only had 3 knots, I end up with 6 or 7 sometimes. And it can be bad, type thing. So, but he's saying, I will help you. And I know when he helps, again, he's not knotting it up more. He's straightening it out clean. You know what I'm saying? He's taking whatever the foolishness is, and he's going to lay it out. He's going to straighten it out. And that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take the foolishness and I'm going to straighten it out so that you can see clearly what's happening and what needs to happen. You know, and that's a blessing. And I got you. I'm going to uphold you with my righteous right hand. So not just any hand, but it's the righteous hand of God. And so that's a beautiful thing. And I'm telling you, this passage has guided me, got me through so many bad days. Because I just hear him talking to me. And I'm in a tunnel space when I read this passage that is just me and God. And I have brought all the stress, anxiety, worries, whatever is going on, I'm bringing it all to him. And I'm just like, look, first of all, I cannot do this nor handle this on my own, because every time I touch it, it gets worse. And just, he tells me, fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. You know what I'm saying? And just, I'm going to strengthen you. I will. Not maybe. I will help you. Like, that's a matter of fact. It's not you don't have to question if he's going to help. What is going on with my hair today? It's not a matter of fact. Is he going to help you? He will help you. And he will. Again, it's not, I don't know, I don't feel like it today type thing. He will. It's a matter of fact. Uphold you with his righteous right hand. Boom. It's not a question. So it helped my daughter today. It helps me every time I read it, and it puts me in a better headspace and, give me the encouragement that I need to, fight through the battles, or, just to get through on a day-to-day, whatever is happening in my life, whether it's at home, at work, church, whatever. So I just hope that encourages you as much as it's encouraged me, and now I'm finding that it's encouraging my daughter as well. So peace, blessings to you all. I wish you nothing but the best for this holiday season. Let's keep each other in prayer as I try to heal from my cold, and I pray for each and every one of you each and every day. If you want to be part of the family, please subscribe to our YouTube family of Symphony Reads. We're also on Facebook, Symphony Reads Ministry. We have a prayer group, Symphony Reads Ministry Prayer Group. You do have to request to join, and once I see that request, without a doubt, I will accept it. We have the website, www.symphonyreads.com. Like I said, if you email us, that's probably the best way to contact us, and we'll email you back. And that's symphonyreads@gmail.com. There we go. Let us know how we can pray for you. Touch, stand in agreement. If we can refer you out, we can definitely do that as well. But just peace and blessings to you all. And I am going to make it a point, maybe not this year, but definitely in planning and strategizing posts and, just staying connected, that I will try my best to make sure to schedule in days that I just do a post, and just to say hello, because it's all about checking in. That's really is. And share parts of my life, not because I think I should. I do it because if it helps somebody else from where they are at, then I think it's a blessing. And there are times where, if you don't know that somebody else has gotten through a struggle that you might be dealing with, that's encouraging to know that, okay, if they can get through it, so can I. It doesn't have to be the same journey. Absolutely not. And it doesn't have to be the same cure. Absolutely not. But just to know that somebody else broke through to get to the other side encourages me that I can do the same too, that I can break through and get to the other side. And hope that by me saying I broke through and got to the other side, will encourage somebody else and let it be like a snowball effect that we can all break through and get to the other side. You are not alone. God is always with us each and every day. I love you. God loves you. And we are just here to stand with you. So peace and blessings to you all. See you next time.